thank you, Prime Minister, for inviting me to participate in this very special edition today of International Women's Day. And welcome to my esteemed panelists, all of who I admire tremendously. To the viewers and listeners, locally and international, and shout out to Chapeltown Leeds, who I'm sure is watching as well right now. My introduction is going to touch on my journey and my current leadership purpose. I'll start by saying, for me, leadership was by choice and not by chance. And I'm going to take you back to my 28th birthday. I didn't know it then, but it would be a critical crossroad in my professional life. I had just landed my dream job. I was a fully qualified accountant. I had landed a job in London, UK, in the city for a big shipping firm. And I walked in and I had shaken off all of the prejudice and the interviews that had me blocked as I walked through the door because of the colour of my skin, and landed this great job. And my new manager came to me and she said, Patricia, we're so pleased to have you. We're so pleased that you're joining the team. And I was like, wow, this is really good. I'm in London in the big firm. She said, because you know Jane, who was here before, she was black and she used to get on the desk and she used to dance for us and tell us jokes and make us laugh. And I went, what? You're pleased that I've come here to entertain you? I said, I'm sorry, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to take on a role in the organisation that's a valuable role. I went home that night, it was my 28th birthday, and one of my friends who wasn't working at the time decided that he couldn't really afford to buy me a present, but he would make me a wall hanging, a picture frame to hang on the wall. And in it, he cut out a picture of Rosa Parks right on the front at the top, sitting in the back of the bus. And then he had typed up this saying that said, women constitute half of the world's population, perform nearly 2/3 of its work hours, receive 1/10 of the world's income, and own less than 1/100th of the world's property. And he said, but all of that gradually changing thanks to women like you. Happy birthday. That was my crossroad. From that day forward, I chose not to be a token, not to be thought of any less or inferior to anybody else. I chose to progress on my own merits, to be the best in my profession, to support others, to achieve their full potential, and not to step on or pull others down for me to look good. I chose to be motivated, not manipulated, to be useful, not used, to deliver results and not excuses, to self-excel and not unscrupulously compete, and to listen to my inner voice, not the random opinion of others. Simply to be the best me. Excellence is never an accident. It's always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. And that's a quote from Aristotle. I truly believe that everyone is destined for greatness. But you really have to believe it. You have to imagine it. You have to visualize it. And you have to work at it. You know, I do not believe that you should just be entitled because of your background, because of who you know, because of your tenure. You need to earn it. Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you, plans for welfare, not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. And that's to all of us. Your purpose is your purpose. Your purpose could be a great teacher, a mother, a coach, a world champion, a cook, a hairstylist, a barber, a seamstress, a model, a pastor, a CEO, a prime minister. Whatever it is, do it with passion, do it with excellence. My leadership purpose at this season in my life is to use my experience, skills and passion to support the digital transformation of our great federation. Access to technology is unfortunately one of the great dividers left in the world. And we together, all together, the government, the other internet providers, the Ministry of ICT, we're all determined to leave no citizen behind in our quest of digital transformation. I will use my position and my influence to provide affordable, available, accessible internet to every resident and citizen of St. Kitts. It's not an easy journey, but these things rarely are. The pandemic has triggered a seismic increase on internet reliability and customer expectations. To remain relevant, we have to make significant investment in our infrastructure, our people, our service and our systems. But I've started, and we as a federation have started, and the destination is in sight. And the truth is that while talent may be evenly distributed, sadly, opportunity is not. And we want to provide digital opportunities to the ordinary man, to the young, to the unemployed, to the single parent. We want to enrich lives through enabling access to technology and see our talent build products that can leapfrog existing goods and services and build the next revolutionary software. We have the talent, we just have to nurture and enable it. So digitalization is my leadership passion right now. It's an all of society approach, and together with the other internet providers, the government, the Ministry of ICT, the app and website developers, the electronic banking and e-commerce institutions, together I have no doubt that we will successfully enable this transformation, where our people will always be connected from the time they leave home until they return. I really am excited about the many possibilities that lie ahead, and I look forward to the day that our citizens and our residents will not be judged by square miles of this small nation, the small population size, a perception of limited access to the digital world, but will be recognized and applauded as leaders in the digital age. Thank you.